Hey guys, welcome back, and we're here with the Savage. Now the weather's a little bit crook, so it's going to be a little bit slippery, but that's probably going to be better for the Savage, you know. So hopefully we're going to see some tips and tumbles and stuff. Now the truck is completely stock, right, and we're going to be running it on 6S, which is 22.2. And once we finish with it, we'll show you at the end what's going on. Now, just quickly, a lot of people have been asking us about the radio. Now, the radio that we're running with these cars, all we do is just change the radio, and it's a Futaba 7PX. We'll be talking about it more in the future. Sorry about the background noise. Yeah, that's basically it. So let's see how the Savage, handles and how tough it is, and we'll go from there. All right.
Yeah. Hey. We got a Lone Ranger. Has done himself a bit of mischief, lost a wheel. You get that? A bit of Loctite on the wheel and the axle, and that'll help that.
All right, so yeah, about 2 minutes in, wheel nuts just come off. It has stripped the wheel. We will show you at the end. So we'll tighten it back up. Let's see how she goes. Loose.
Look at that. Look at that. Heaps of power.
Alright guys, so we are having problems with one of the wheel nuts. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to muck around. We're just going to do the big jumps and see if we can break it. Then what we'll do is, we'll go back to the drawing board, tighten those wheel nuts up, we'll do something about them, and then come back. So let's go extreme. Just watch your step. All right, you ready?
Rock and roll.
Let's see if we can break it before we lose another wheel nut.
Hey, you never want to lose your nuts, that's for sure.
Get loose. Oh, what was that? oh no, come on, you stop. It was just the shock bottom.
Oh, I got caught up. Yeah, it's still going good. Tough little thing this, I'll tell you. It's had a little bit of an impact, but wouldn't want to be on the passenger side for that crash. Get it in. Send it. Oh, sent. More kick than a drowning horse. 6S. On the flip. Nice stick to landing.
Come loose. That one there.
Tie rod. Yeah.
It's tie rod.
Popped out.
Yeah.
You popped its cherry, buddy.
Alright. Can the Savage handle it? What do you reckon, Angus?
I reckon it's going to give it a try anyway.
I have a bad feeling about this, but anyways. Alright, you ready?
What can go wrong, eh? Jumping from a skate park to a tennis court, let's do it.
Ready?
Go for it.
Let's go.
Oh, timing on the flip. Perfect landing. Well done.
Landing.
Well done.
It's drifting around here, Angus. Alright guys, so it's starting to drizzle a little bit, so we've got to pack up. let's quickly launch this thing out of the skate park and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, you ready?
Full send. Let's mail it.
Ready?
Yep, do it. I'm good.
All right, 1 second.
Get into it. Go on, you gypsy.
I believe I can fly.
That big. Ah, soft landing too.
I believe I can touch the sky. Spread my wings and fly away.
Landed, Angus. All right, so giving it a quick run. It was wet and the car was a bit slippery and stuff, so we didn't get the best of traction. So I'm going to quickly go over, the
Got a little buddy over
got a
here.
little bun over there. Bit excited.
Yeah, he loves it.
He must be. Traxxas dog.
Yeah, one of the outcast crew.
Traxxas dog. All right, now bodies hold up, Angus.
Yep, we've got a little bit of a ding. Nothing you can't push
Body's
out.
fine.
Yep.
Now keep in mind, guys, right? It's at the skate park, right? So it's concrete, right? So it's most brutal. So if you're on grass, it's not going to be as brutal. So we test these things on concrete. So this is worst case scenario, right?
It's the harshest conditions.
Yeah, harshest conditions, correct. Now, what's happened, Angus? What's happened? First things first.
Where do we start?
First things first, Angus. The bloody wheel nuts. Right? So the wheel nuts, anyways, we'll go into a depth. When you buy this car, the first thing you need to do, right, is pull all of them off, right? Like Angus said, you want to put some on the stub axles and on the actual nut themselves. So I would not drive this car out of the box with no locked up, because I'm telling you now, like you will see, like you have seen in the video, it's come off about 4 or 6 times.
You don't want to strip the hex out of your brand new wheels.
Correct, and we did that. We did strip I think we stripped 2 wheels.
Yeah.
Right, so I would not drive this car, first things first, would not drive this car with no Loctite on the wheels. If you can get the 17mm conversion kit, right, for it, instead of running the little nylon nuts, I'd highly recommend you do that. Then after that, right, what happened was, we done a big jump, and you can see here, Angus, right, the motor mount actually moved. So what we had to do is, right, we had to flip the car upside down, and this is your motor screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can see there. We had to loosen them back up and push the motor down, and then that remeshed. So that was the second problem we had with the car. So highly recommend you Loctite those bottom screws also. Right, if you're doing really big jumps, Loctite the crap out of them. Now,
Should we move on to the big jump and the pin?
yeah. So what's happened is this didn't actually break, guys. So let me just unhook that, Angus.
Get a better view in here.
Yeah, if I can get it off. There we go. All right. So that's not actually broken. What's happened is the actual. Well, can't get that off.
That's all right.
See that there, guys? See that? Can you see that, Angus? You see that pin there?
There we go.
And that's held in there like that. So when we've done the big jump, that pin right there has just come out, right? So you want to watch them, and that there, Angus, just goes into that slot there, and that is what holds the actual pin in. Right?
Yeah, suspension pin holder at the back.
Pin. Yeah, we found something. We shoved it in there and stuff. So still worked for us. So that's what happened.
Got a bit of a redesign on the angle of the shocks here. Should we talk about the?
The geometry of the shocks.
Well, when you're jumping,
when you're
bigger
jumping
drum, and you got no give on the landing, it's bottoming out. This is what's going to happen to your shocks. They're going to turn into little bananas.
No, this is for aerodynamics, Angus. This is for the handling for the truck, but yeah, that one there too.
Yeah.
Right, so completely mangled. Yeah. Right. So the shocks.
If I was doing it myself, I'd get another set of shocks and put 2 all the way around, 4 extras all the way around. You can bolt them on the front of the shock tower, and it's actually got the mount in the front of the arms there too.
You can mount them here, I think.
Yeah.
So what that's going to do is, if you have 2 instead of 4, the extra shock is basically going to make it a little bit more cushioning. So instead of that one shock copying all the stress, it's going to be,
share the load, a lot more dampening. Yeah.
That's correct. So the shocks are bent.
Front end's okay though.
The front end's fine. Yeah, front end's pretty cool. Yeah. We didn't break any arms, Angus.
They're quite thick, aren't they?
Yeah, arms, all good. This thing here, that's just that's
Tie rod's popped.
That
Yep.
didn't actually break. And then we'll just show on the underside.
Yep.
The reason why that's out is because of the pin. All right. The reason why that's out, that's the pins
Slid out.
Yeah, slid out from there. So the underside, Angus, arms all intact. Okay, so the arms.
And you can see the scuffs on the bottom skid plates, which it's meant for. It's obviously taken a fair beating.
Look at the back tires.
Yeah.
So arms are actually solid, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Electrics are good. Never heated up too much. Had plenty of power.
electric's fine. So my overview on the car. Great car, great jumping car, I should say. A lot of fun. But the only thing that really let us down are the wheel nuts.
Agreed.
So, yeah, the wheel nuts need upgrading.
And we'll have
straight
Loctite when people buy these in the shop. We'll be able to sell them some Loctite too.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, the only thing that really let us down is the wheel nuts. Besides that, we did have some fun. Anything else, Angus?
Apart from the fact it's starting to pour
Yeah,
down,
it's
I
starting
think
to pour down. Give it a
we've
bit
done
of
our dough. Had another.
We're undercover here.
That'll do us, Carlos, and we might head off and go back to the drawing board.
So yeah, go back to the drawing board, and yeah, we might have a second video, upgraded and whatever, and then we'll go from there.
So easy. Sounds good, bud.
All right.
I'll tell you what. It's had more knocks than the front door, this thing. It's copping a hiding and it's still going good. Look at that, effortless. Oh, and we've had a little bit of a problem. Wheel nut again.
Alrighty, so we're back in the house with the good old Savage. Now this is a verdict video, and we're just going to go over a couple of things. So crazy family, if you're not interested in buying the car, this video is not for you. You guys can switch off. Now, let's quickly go over a few things. Technically speaking, right, and a lot of you, a couple of you are probably going to hate me for this. Technically speaking, we didn't really break anything on the car, right? Wheel nuts came loose, right? We could have lost them. Now, one wheel did strip a hex, right? So, it didn't really break it because we bolted it back on. We could still drive it. The shocks, they completely bent, the rears. So, yeah, banana. Didn't break. You could still drive the car, but completely warped. If you really wanted to, you could bend those shock shafts back into place. And the good thing about shock shafts, they're not too expensive. They're about $15, $20 a pair, right? The couple of things came loose on it, right? The shock pin in the rear came out, but technically speaking, we didn't really break anything on the car, right? Now, just on the Savage platform, we don't want to dwell into it too much because the car's been out for a long time. Front and rear diffs, no issues. Dog bones, drive shafts, all those things, no bends whatsoever, right? Slipper clutch, perfect. Electronics, all that stuff. We had no issues on that also, so just want to clear that up. Now, we want to touch base on what I said in the unboxing video, where I said, it's $850. Get it out of the box, and there's not much to spend. Well, I will have to take that back because you will need to spend a little bit more money to get it where you want it to if you're going to be doing extreme RC bashing, what you've seen in the video. So we just want to go over a couple of things. Now, just quickly, for crazy family and for our YouTubers and whatever car you guys buy out of the box, I don't care what brand it is, right? Out of the box, there is no car out of the box that will be unbreakable. You will have to spend money, right, to get it where you want it to. There is no brand out there, including Armour. So we just wanted to clear that up as well, right? One of my favorite cars is the Traxxas X-Max. It's a $1,500 car, and I spent well over $1,000 on it to get it where I wanted to. So I just want to clear things up a little. Now, first things first, you guys need to do, if you want to buy this truck, HPI part number 114341, right? That's the part number for the 17mm hex conversion, right? And it's about $75 Aussie, right? And what it does is these little nuts, right, gets rid of them, and you've got the proper 17mm hex conversions. That's the first thing you guys need to do. Now, doesn't mean because you've got them, you don't lose wheel nuts. No, they're just going to be better, right? So when you get them, make sure you Loctite the crap out of them also, and make sure you wait till that Loctite dries. Now, the other important thing is the shocks, right? Like me and Angus were talking about the shocks. HPI part numbers A720, right? And they retail for about $180 Australian. Pack of 4, they're all aluminium, and they do come with titanium shock shafts, right? So with the titanium shock shafts, titanium does not bend. So, excuse me, you will not get what you've seen on the car. So titanium, aluminium shocks, $180 for 4. Now, I know that the HPI fan club out there, they don't mind spending money on the cars because they absolutely love them. If you really want to go to the extreme, I'd buy 2 packets of those HPI shock sets, right? And like me and Angus were telling you, put one on the front and one on the rear of the arm, so it will just share that payload, right? So that will be cracker. So we'd highly recommend you do that on the car. Like every car, the wheels and the servo, right, need upgrading. That's totally up to you guys what you do there. And it does need a wheelie bar. And that's pretty much it. We'll see what we'll do with the car. We might upgrade it, go out for another bash. Let us know what you want from us, so we can do what you guys want us to do. And just lastly, guys, we want to let you guys know, and for the crazy family, we're not here to talk about the negative things on the cars, or we're not here to just talk about the positive things. If there's negatives on the cars, we're going to find you guys a solution. We're not going to just say, oh, it's a bad car and it's rubbish and all that sort of stuff. We're not here to do that. So, and there's one more thing also that we need to clear up, is that it's with us, Crazy Hobbies YouTube channel, what you see is what you get. If we're out there and something breaks, or if we take a backup car up or whatever, if we use that car or something breaks, we're going to let you guys know. There is nothing, if we take a car out, right, and it's expensive as this, and something breaks, we're going to tell you guys straight over. We aren't going to cut anything out. And that's our promise to our crazy family, our YouTube family. That's our promise to you guys. So we just wanted to clear that up as well. And the reason why we do these videos is because we don't want you guys to purchase an expensive car, right, and take it out of the box and have the issues that we did. The reason why we did not Loctite the wheel nuts, we knew that the wheel nuts have issues with the car, but we did not want to touch the car out of the box, because when you guys purchase the car, or you go into a hobby shop and you purchase the car, right, and you take it out of the box, most of you aren't going to do this, right? And especially if you're new into the hobby, you guys aren't going to do this. So we just wanted to leave it as is. So that's the reason behind that. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Let us know what you want us to do with the car. If you want us to upgrade it and take it out for another bash, let us know. And that's pretty much it. We love you all from down under. Till next time.